So the real question isn't, can I get away with this today? The real question is this a trade I'm willing to make? Is trading a few controllable, practical lifestyle adjustments like food, alcohol, drugs, and digital consumption today worth 10 or 20 years of your life defined by discomfort, limitation, and dependence if you keep doing what you're doing? That's not fear-mongering. That is existential math. Here's an idea that tends to reorient people when they really sit with it. Make some manageable sacrifices now to take care of future versions of you, because here's the truth. You are not a static character in your own story. You will not be the same person 2, 5, 10, or 20 years from today. That future version of you will, if you do this right, have more patience, more wit, more wisdom to share, and more love to give. So set them up for success. Don't burden them undoing today's wreckage. Don't saddle them with injuries, habits, and damage that could have been avoided with just a little foresight. Frederick Douglass said, "It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." Now that truth applies across the entire human lifespan on a sliding scale. The younger you are, the easier it is to course correct. But it's never too late to start building strength instead of managing damage. Your nutrition, exercise, lifestyle habits, and daily decisions are not an existential flat line through time. They aren't neutral or static. They're a slowly sloping plane. And that slope can point upward or downward. It can rise to joy and fulfillment or fall to pain and misery, all based on the agency of your individual free will and what you choose to do with it. Every choice nudges the angle just a little. And here's where this widens beyond the body. What are you doing with your free time? Because wellness doesn't stop at the skin. Know what I mean? We live in an age of digital consumption that is both a blessing and a curse. With that little handheld glowing god of mental sawdust we call a phone, we carry all the collective knowledge of human history, everything ever known, all the knowledge, art, and wisdom right in our hip pockets. And with that very same tool, we have access to unimaginable evil, distortion, and psychological manipulation wrapped in a shiny little package designed with the same psyop tricks as a slot machine with one goal: keep your eyes on the screen. There's an old idea that says that which you gaze upon, you become. Your focus shapes your character shapes your destiny, and your destiny shapes reality. What you consistently observe, you internalize. What you internalize, you imitate. And what you imitate, you eventually manifest. In other words, the body becomes a physical representation of what the mind absorbs, and the spirit thrives or dies along that path. So take care of your mind and your spirit and your body, because none of them function properly in isolation. They're meant to work in harmony. We used to say there were no shortcuts to great things. Anything worthwhile requires sacrifice and time and max effort. That's the essence of humanity. Now, pharmaceutical science has given us shortcuts to weight loss and focus and calm and all the things we desire. And listen, I'm not here to demonize medicine, but this isn't Hippocratic service. This is all about making you a customer for life. And here's the question no one seems to be asking loudly enough. At what cost? Are you considering the side effects for future you? Are you trading one problem for 3 others down the road? Because your focus should not be on skinny or jacked or whatever the socials are telling you. It should be on being well in a fully functioning body. And wellness, real wellness, requires work, discipline, and sacrifice, which, as I mentioned, are some of the foundational elements that give life meaning. And whether you consciously recognize it or not, meaning is the very focus of life. Everything else, it's decoration, it's stuff, filler, window dressing.